Hello everyone, Rex here. Welcome back to the channel Rex Tactics. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Class 805 local add-on DLC from All Aboard Studios. So yes, the Evero has now arrived into Train Sim World 6 and is available to buy on all platforms. I will be showing you what you get with the DLC, where to find the 805 services, look at the new scenarios they bring on both routes, which will be West Coast Mainline South, which we're on, and the Birmingham to Crewe route, and run a timetabled service. So without further ado, let's get into this review video. So here you find me in the Trains 16 menu. Let's go to the trains and choose a route. We're going to be looking at the Birmingham to Crewe timetable first. So let's go to there. And as you can see, the number of services has jumped up. I don't know if they have any scenarios on here. I don't think I'm seeing any. I don't know if they add any scenarios to Birmingham to Crewe. However, they certainly do add in a new timetable. So there's our 2019 timetable, which is the normal one with everything in it, as you can see. Then we have the modern timetable where the 805 Evero can be found. We have a total of 37 services and they range between very early in the morning all the way through lunchtime to the late evening. And these services look really cool. You know, they've got the service head codes, they've got the time they are as well, and where they are going. And I think these look really cool. They will run alongside the Avanti Class 390 and of course your Voyager services as well. I don't know if some of them leave Birmingham. They might not. I'm yet to try that out. And then of course we've got the other timetable that they layer on is West Coast Mainline South. We now get loads of services on here across 4 different timetables, may I add. But the number of scenarios has jumped. So let's find our Evero services. If I can just find them. Let's have a look. They should be around here somewhere. Ah, there we go. We have in total 5 services. We have 9S44 bound for Edinburgh, 1A26 blocked at Camden, 2G25 turn back at Watford, 1Z47 Wembley final special, and 1P07 Saturday night crawl. These scenarios look really cool. I will be having a go at these and hopefully be making some either live streams on them or videos on them. Of course, I don't know if there's any training modules. Yes, there is. We have the early start buy mode introduction. So if you're not used to switching from electric to diesel, this scenario should help you out. Then we move to the Evero 2025 timetable. And look at that, the Evero is here with 27 new services across the route. We start with 1 Romeo 14, Blackpool North to London Euston. And right at the very bottom, we end with 9 Golf 44, London Euston to Birmingham New Street. This looks amazing. The fact that it's got 27 new services to the route is amazing. Of course, you get the Chester to London. You get the London Euston to Holyhead services. And these are really, really cool. You even get Holyhead and Wrexham General to London Euston. So that's cool. Of course, you still got the Avanti West Coast services as well. You'll also find what's new to this is the 350/3 and -2 variant on here now, along with the 350/1. So that's pretty cool. What we're going to do then is we're going to jump on here and we're going to be driving 9 Golf 32 London Euston to Birmingham New Street. This is going to be a very short run. We're going to be stopping at, I believe, either Wembley Central or Watford Junction, whichever one, and see how the 805 performs on the PlayStation 5. I will see you all in just a moment. And here you join me with 9 Golf 32 London Euston to Birmingham New Street. This is a 5-car Evero. Let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to be starting up this freshly. I do not know what to expect. I didn't see much of the preview stream, so hopefully I'm doing everything I should be doing right. This is just basically like normal stuff. We can't do anything about the BR80p, so that's fine. Temporary isolation on. Route is a bit busy, isn't it? Master key on, reverser in, and let's open up the doors. Put that to full because I think it's going to be a bit dark. Put the fan on. Put on some heat. Fan sounds good. Put on our reading light. Register the GSMR radio, 9 Golf 32. Lovely stuff. Does the DRA work? It certainly does. One thing I do want to see, once that's finished doing that. Oh, it works. Lovely. So the guard buzzer does work. This is where the diesel changeover happens. Of course, you would press the pan down button. You would press the diesel, press the start button probably, and then start going. I'll obviously do a refresh of that. And this is the 805. Just set up our usual camera angles as I normally do. And here it is. We are 805008. And we're on platform 3. So, what we're going to do is... Oh, I like the door closing sounds. Put the reverser into neutral. Oh, hang on a minute. We're not supposed to unlock... We're not supposed to lock on red. My fault. Right, we can take the DRA off now. Lock the doors. And let's hear this train go.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or take...
Sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, we got to hear something, at least. Oh, no, we are kind of stuck inside now. Okay, we can just hear some interior sounds then. For the moment. That was not supposed to happen. I'm terribly sorry about that, everyone. But hopefully... Actually, no, that does sound accurate. Be interesting to hear what it sounds like, but for now, let's just jump to this camera angle for the sounds, eh? Oh, it is a very busy London Euston by the looks of things, which we do like. Going underneath here, which is cool. Bringing in a little bit of brake as we go underneath here. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm trying not to talk as much as possible so that you can all hear the sounds, but I'm liking what I'm hearing. Obviously, we'll use this camera angle. Network rail worker. Horn sounds very strong. Let's have a listen to it from the front. Yeah, about the same. It's not bad. The interior looks nice, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the interior for a bit. So, let's walk through the coach, shall we? We're in coach C. Oh, well, we were. Just as I was in the lovely sweet spot, it took me out of the coach. Can't believe that. Right, once we get to Watford Junction, or Wembley Central, whichever one, I'll have a look at the interior for you. This is pretty nice, actually. I have to admit, the sounds they are different, but they are supposed to be, because the 805 is a different train to what we got with the 802 and the 801s, so I expected a very bit of a difference in sound. One thing I am noticing is the sound of the wind against the train. That's real, that. You do get sound like this, which I find cool. Oh, Pendolino. Oh, and that's something to look at. Where's our first class? Hopefully at the back. Yeah, first class is at the back. Lovely stuff, eh? Tail lights are on the end as well. Let's have a listen inside the cab. We can go 105 soon. There's a 72 tube stock over there. Right, we're up to 90. Very quiet in the cab, I must admit. You do hear the traction motors though, which is good. Bit of lag here and there, but we're actually doing okay, and you can tell that this is a nice suspension model because it's doing what it's supposed to be doing nicely. That I have to admit. And you know, I'm enjoying this DLC actually. You know, this is the first time I'm actually playing it as well. So this is like a real raw first look for you guys, because I haven't been able to play it since it first came out this morning. I was quite busy actually. But I've been hearing that people are enjoying it, so... Oh, we've got two sheds waiting there. One obviously in operation, 66145, and 66071 at a rest. I have to admit, there is more static sheds about. A little bit less static freight than what there is on the other timetable though. But mind you, like, we are coming on the evenings, so... there's bound to be some differences. There's Wembley Central. We're going to go straight through and stop for Watford. Why not? Go all the way to our first stop. There's loads of sheds about. That I do like to see. $7.10 going by. And as we're taking power, don't know if you can hear it, but the pantograph sounds are there. Very quiet, but they are there. I'd imagine they would be quiet though. Let's see how the pantograph is running. Lovely. It's looking really good. Feeding the power through the pantograph just nicely. See how the wheels are going, eh? Lovely and smooth. As the 710 passes next to us. Looking really cool, going through a bit of some vegetation there as we pass through another overground station. Let's get ourselves on this side, shall we? See what's going on. Loads of underneath detailing. It's looking really nice. PIS is working on the inside and the outside, so that's good news. More sheds going by. The freight is plentiful on this route. Really demonstrating how cool this is. By the way, just as a note, I do have UGC liveries turned off so I could make today's video. It's a very good idea to do that. So let's have a look in the cab, shall we? One noticeable difference is the screen is obviously a lot more smaller than you'd normally get with the other 80 times. There's no speed dial check here, as it says here. This train is not fit with speed supervision. You know, blurred textures still a thing on console, but it's fine. You know, I can live with it. It's okay. You know, PIS is working here. Going to Milton Keynes. The sway when the train's going past, that's cool. I never noticed that before. You know, got contact signaler wipers. Nearly all the same, except there are a few noticeable differences as well. As you can see, the flaps over the doors. I will demonstrate by pressing those flaps once we get to Watford Junction. You know, the lights on the front are working. We've got temperature and everything like that. Cab light for the central of the train. You know, the horn as well. Sounds very similar to the 801, which it will be, because obviously, you know, it's the same family of trains in a way, so I wouldn't expect the horn to sound any different. But this is really nice. I am enjoying travelling on this 805 and Train Sim World, and obviously once we get to Watford I'll have a nice little interior look through. We've still got the second man desk here, you know, the numbers on the inside, which is pretty cool. Very detailed cab as well. Liking it. Okay. Let's start slowing down for Watford Junction then. Oh, Pentalino going by. The textures are doing okay. They are going off a little bit, but yeah, they should be alright. Let's put a bit more brake. The timetable is quite tight on this service, I must admit. Right, I'm now going to let you hear the train stop. Typical. 350 had to arrive. Anyways.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British.
Let's have a look at the interior, shall we? So, this is standard class. Lovely seats. Definitely still remind me of the 80 times seats. You know, a little bit hard, very hard to get comfortable with, but 9 times out of 10, pretty good for short distance travel. Travelling on this for a very long time though, yeah, you do need to shift about a bit. Got a disability accessible toilet here, which is cool. Got all the necessary buttons that it needs. All that lot. Go through here. Another another standard class seating area like this. We have a buffet in the middle. This is interesting. I thought I'd see this. See how different the 805 is. Got a lovely map for Avanti West Coast and where they go. Like it. Right, let's jump all the way to the first class coach, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people will want to see. Just jump on this one, make sure this is not first class. Nope. Open that up. Loads of 350s going about. And here we are in the first class coach. Look at this. This is looking really nice. This is obviously Coach J. And then this is the kitchen area. Look at that. Obviously the coffee cups say all about coffee. Don't believe it's not dairy. Oh, sorry, can't believe it's not dairy. Nope. Danny's tea. And food awareness. Oh, interesting. We also have a 5-car kitchen cleaning schedule, which is cool. You'd see that in real life. All the various ovens and stuff. Looking pretty cool. Right. So that's the interior of the train. Gonna now run to the top end of the train. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through here and we're going to close the doors via these buttons here. Watch. So that is the door interlock, and then we'll open them again. And we'll just press this because why not? And there we go. That is my first look at the Avanti Class 805 Evero. What are my thoughts? First of all, it's a very good DLC. I do like it. It's another 80 times into Train Simworld, this time for Avanti. It's got some really cool features. Obviously, I like the kitchen area. I do like the motor sounds. They are very different to what we get with the other 800s. Well, 80 times. But it definitely does have that variation in different sound. Would I definitely recommend this to other people? Yeah, I would actually. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like, and just before you go, let me know, are you picking up the Class 805 DLC after seeing what I've shown today? I've been Rex, and I will see you all in the next video. See you all later.